Ever get this feeling like to be complete, you need a relationship? Like you're searching for that one person who finally makes you whole.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that.
Well, today we are taking a deep dive, everyone, into Rule 6 from the 40 Rules of Love. This one explores the idea, and just maybe it's true, that the real key to finding love, well, it actually starts with knowing the difference between loneliness and solitude.
Ooh. And that is something I think a lot of people they mix those two up.
Hmm.
I think the source it says loneliness and solitude are two different things, and it's so true. It sounds kind of simple at first, but man, when you really think about it, there's a lot to unpack there.
For sure. I mean, honestly, how often are we saying, oh, I feel so lonely, when really we're just alone? You're saying that the source we're looking at, they think loneliness is a bad thing.
It is. It can be. Yeah. It's definitely presented as something that can be pretty destructive, and actually it can really mess with your head when it comes to love. Because
Oh,
when we are truly lonely, it's like we're more likely to, fool ourselves into making bad choices. We're trying to force something to fit instead of waiting for a genuine connection.
oh, wow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking about a time, I don't know, it was a while back, and let's just say I definitely wasn't feeling that whole solitude thing.
Right.
So lonely. And I clung to this relationship. And looking back, it was so wrong. It's like Rule 6 is trying to tell us, hey, get comfortable with yourself first. Then you can actually connect with somebody else.
Yes, absolutely. And the book, it actually takes it a step further with this mirror idea. It says, only in another person's heart can you truly see yourself and the presence of God within you.
Okay, now that's a powerful image, but also kind of confusing. Are they saying that we can only truly see ourselves if it's like romantic love? What about those times when you have this aha moment with a really close friend or even family? Can't those be reflections too?
You're right to pick up on that. The source we're talking about, it does focus a lot on finding the person, so that definitely gives you that romantic vibe. But if we kind of zoom out a little, that Miller idea, yeah, it could apply to all those other relationships you were talking about. The important thing is that feeling of being truly seen and understood. And that can come from different places.
So it's not necessarily about finding one perfect mirror out there, but surrounding ourselves with people who show us different sides of who we are.
Exactly. And that might be the whole solitude thing coming in here. Because you see, if we're always going to other people, looking to them to make us feel good, to show us who we are, will we ever actually be alone with ourselves long enough to figure out who we want to be?
Oh, wow. You're saying that solitude, that good kind of being alone, that is actually really important to do before we even try to find that reflection in somebody
It's
else.
like the foundation. You got to build the foundation for a healthy relationship. Think about it. If you can't even stand to be alone with your own thoughts and feelings,
Yeah.
are you really expecting somebody else to want to be around them either?
That is a powerful thought. It really makes you think. If solitude is that important, for getting to know ourselves and building good relationships, are we really giving ourselves enough of it? That's something for all of you listening to consider. Think about that as you're on your own journeys, looking for love and connection.